Instead of expecting people to just live unhealthy relationships where some can't, we need to teach people to prepare to live unhealthy relationship, to teach people to learn to live with or without their unhealthy relationship partner, or to teach people to live with or without a partner. And whilst this person is there, we need to teach them love on 3 levels so that they recognize there is more to life than their unhealthy relationship. And we need to teach them foremost that they matter and they've got an ability and capability to stand firm in their power and to improve their own life and to be independent. And this starts with a commitment to themselves, a commitment to a self-care habit, where this person needs to be taught to start a self-care habit in the morning when they wake up to yourself, meditate, practice gratitude, affirmations, self-hugs. Treat yourself like a child you love and set an intention for your day so that you get into the day intentionally. And practice mindfulness throughout the day. Learn to say no, to maintain some boundaries, and be kind and appreciative of kindness, because the very act of staying in unhealthy relationship is a lack of awareness of compassionate acts or being self-compassionate. So be aware of kindness and also be kind to other people out there. And then the important aspect which many people miss out on is the self-regulation tool. You need a tool to manage triggers, to tune in to how you are feeling while you are staying there, or when something happens in the relationship, you make a decision in your best interest after tuning into your emotions. And this is incremental. It's not something that you just suddenly do and one day, boom, you are aware, you are awake, you are conscious. It's a muscle you practice and you exercise on a daily basis. The next thing is to reflect on your behavior at the end of the day. What have I done well for myself and what can I change tomorrow? And the next step for love on 3 levels is to have a circle to engage with, a circle to play with, a circle for support, and a circle to give and receive love with 5 love languages and 5 senses. Just the same thing that you also do on your own. You give yourself love with 5 love languages and 5 senses. And this circle needs to be a circle of people who are healthy, people who see you, acknowledge you, and understand you. People who can teach you that there is love out there, people who are appreciative of you, people who act in ways that support you and nurture you. And these people can then pass on the message to you that you matter and that you are important. And you begin to recognize that there is more to life than your unhealthy relationship or your unhealthy relationship partner. There are other people out there who can love you, and that you are lovable. You can be loved by other people. And if you don't have a circle, if you don't have close people, you need to start looking for a circle to engage with, people who can support you in support groups. And 3rd level is where you can give and receive love with the public, and especially giving without expectation, but also noticing kindness from people you encounter, people you come across, people who support you, people who give you advice, and people who might give you some things that you need in your life. And when you are consistent in this habit of self-care, of committing to yourself every single day, recognizing you need to do something for yourself that's helpful, and you also try to take your time away from the relationship, to spend weekends away where possible. Even if you have got children, take your children out after school or at the end of the day, and maybe weekends. Find ways to go somewhere with your children. If you can't afford to travel far away, travel nearby. Just learn to be away from this person gradually and slowly. And one day you recognize that there is love out there and you can live without this person. And that is very important, to build that muscle without thinking, oh, I just went out for one day and I can't forget them. I just need to go back to them. No, you have to build this muscle. You have to do this, practice this every single day and act in your best interest. Because every single day you are in this relationship, you are getting damaged, you are getting tormented, and you are not being compassionate to yourself. So learn to detach, and when you are contacting this person, minimize contact with this person and minimize trying to reach out a lot, because sometimes this is the problem. When you are trauma bonded, you try too hard to reach out, to stay around them, to be with them. Refrain from doing that, and this is where the emotional regulation tool comes in. Use the tool to tune in to your triggers, to your emotions, to recognize what's happening, what your unmet needs are. Meet those needs yourself, and meet those needs with your circle, and meet those needs with the greater good. And have an accountability person in your circle, someone who can hold you accountable. And eventually and gradually, if you are consistent and if you are intentional and you really want to live, you will begin to feel that you can live with this person. Amongst other ways of preparation, like finances, you can then live. Because it's not as easy as us saying live. Yes, we will tell you to live. We will advise you that. But we also might not be aware of how difficult it is to leave that trauma bond. But you are responsible at the same time for your actions, for your life, and for choices that you make. So the problem is, no matter how sympathetic, empathetic we might be, there's no excuse for you, because you are living in this situation and it's not in your best interest. And there's no excuse for you to blame anyone, because you are in a doubt and you need to take yourself out of this situation. And if you have children, they are also relying on you to make decisions in your best interest so that you can safeguard them. That is what is important. And so know that you need to prepare. And if you need support, get into a support group where you can be held accountable for your self-care and for your self-commitment. And that is how you can eventually live an unhealthy relationship.